Hey everybody, welcome to RIT Esports' D1 Overwatch 2 stream. Today we're going to be casting RIT Orange versus Warner University.
Yep, we're going to be looking forward to seeing how the game turns out. RIT is the underdog in this series. They're going to have to battle for every point, every win that they can. Uh, so we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, some really interesting players on Warner University's team, some top 500 players even. So it might be a little bit of a brawl, but we'll see who comes out the victor in today's game.
Yes, and I'm not sure exactly what RIT has been playing or practicing, but I hope that they stick to their strengths and yeah.
Yeah, might be a tough one today, but you never know.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a tough one. Um, they definitely again are the underdogs, so we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah. Well, the first map might be Ilios. We don't know yet, as the picks and bans haven't been coming in. But we'll let you guys know as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if it is Ilios, expect more of a dive composition. I think I've heard that RIT likes to play Symmetra Diva more.
Yeah.
That's their bread and butter. So hopefully they will stick to their strengths again and try and cheese out a map win or two.
Yeah,
Or
I'm really a fan of Symmetra comps, honestly. I really love Symmetra as, you know, just the strategy of Symmetra, being able to build that beam and melt tanks. I'm also love Minky on Diva as a tank. I've watched some of his interviews over the past few days, and it looks like he's a really strong tank player. So hopefully their synergy can come through and win back the comeback story that might be today's game.
mm-hmm.
But overall, looks like it's going to be an interesting matchup. Yeah.
Yeah, the sim composition is usually centered around more playing together and knowing where you want to TP, knowing when you want to TP and who you're going on. So it's going to require a lot of coordination from RIT, but I definitely think they've been practicing all year, all semester. So now's their chance to prove how much they've improved. This is a playoffs game, so and I believe if RIT does win, they will go to a LAN.
Yeah, which is super crazy, honestly. So, yeah.
Yeah, so whichever team wins this, will go to the LAN hosted by PCL. Um, yeah, but right now RT is going against the third seed as the 16th seed, so it's going to be tough. But I believe we're going to be getting into the match
Yeah, it looks like
quite
it
soon.
is going to be Ilios here. For map 1, it's going to be best of 5.
Yep, it's gonna be it's a best of five, first to three in this series. Ilios again, expect to see the Diva Sim from RIT. Not sure what Warner plays. Haven't seen much of them play. So I guess we'll see what the RIT has to deal with.
Yeah.
Um, Currently
So
in
now we're just waiting for the match to start here.
yeah, should be able to. I believe there's some technical difficulties occurring. Unsure what's going on. But the game is going to be starting soon.
Yeah. So quick pause for some difficulties here.
Does anyone know how to hide this? How to hide what? Press Alt.
Wait.
Is it live right
Yeah,
So, looks like the match has already started,
it
folks.
looks like the match is being played as we speak, but we're having some technical difficulties with the observing aspect of it. Um,
So it looks like it's just going to be audio narration just for this first bit as we get the stream up and loading. RT is going to be doing Diva. It is going to be a Diva on Diva comp. RT caps the point here, 20% still. Minky's trying to stall, but is out of mech now. Unfortunately, you guys aren't able to see the game, but looks like Warner's going to be taking back the point as RT get about 30%.
Yeah, so RT actually did get the first fight win. So that's huge, but but Warner did take it back. So now RT is going to have to be fighting to get a presence back onto the point, onto the objective. They are speeding onto the objective, setting up their sim as the defense on the point.
Sweet. Well, looks like RT's almost going to be capping the point here. Bob stalling for point. Minky just trying to stay alive here. Almost out of mech, but gets cleansed by Kiriko.
Yeah, the wall comes down from the side of RIT. Minky, the only one alive on his team, I believe. Actually, there's a Kiriko fighting to stay alive and heal up the tank, but it looks like RIT is on their last leg for this fight.
Yeah, as Warner University's Diva is going to be coming back. Devolt from RIT, but catches nothing. They take back the point, 57-30.
Yeah, so Warner did use the Kitsune Rush to capture that objective, and RIT actually has more percentage on this point. So RIT in favor right now, but it's going to be tough again for RIT to retake this point. Adbon
coming out
to the objective, the team taking it. Genji uses the blade, but doesn't find anything really. Kitsune comes out from RIT, beat to match it. Now, RIT, the trades are going back and forth, really. Oh, Minky gets booped off the map from the self-destruct. And RIT, they lost the fight.
Yeah, unfortunate from RIT here. Looks like Minky was trying to protect his Lucio, but unfortunately fell.
Now Frost on this Ashe, looking for an angle, trying to find a pick of some sort. There is an opposing Ashe on the enemy team.
Yeah, many ults coming in from RIT, as they also have Symmetra. Minky diving in on Ashe here from Warner University. 95% left.
Gets demeched.
Yeah, RIT capped the point, and Warner is forced to move off.
Yeah, RT actually caps the point in this. So although Minky is down their Diva suit, RT is getting some crucial percentage. However, Frost is going to be dived by Warner. And now Warner trying to take back the objective very quickly with this Bob.
Yeah, Adbon just trying to make space for his team. The big chicken trying to protect Minky. He's going to get booped off. No. Oh.
He's able to climb back on. That was crazy.
Yeah, great climb by the big chicken. Trying to 1v1 this Genji. Doesn't happen for him. Sim just trying to stall for point. Has to TP out. No TP left for the Diva.
Yeah, now I think it's looking very dire for RIT. Adbon with this final touch on the Sim, but will give his life for it, and Warner gets the first objective.
Yeah, first round goes to Warner. Overall, great push by RIT. Really close, honestly, in contrast from the predictions we'd had at the beginning of the first map.
It is actually very close. It felt as though Warner was winning that mostly the entire time. That you saw the kill feed. There was constantly trades back and forth, but it felt like they didn't have much of a point presence. That's what you get with the sim comp. You get to bunker down on point, and it's very hard to stall out. So stall the objective for Warner. So that's why RIT was able to get so much point progress and made it a lot closer than we initially thought.
Yeah, looks like no swaps are being made from RIT so far.
Yeah, it nearly worked, so we're going to see how well this plays out this time. Ashe just looking for some chip damage, trying to make some space for their team.
Looks like Warner's going to be swapping to a Cass here, which is an interesting play, and a Ram, as well as an Echo. The Big Chicken falls for the first pick onto RIT. Warner taking the space onto the health pack here.
Frost off the map.
Yeah, good force off by Dusky here. Great picks by RIT so far, killing Warner's Ashe, but looks like RIT's tank is going to fall, so they might have to back off here. Adbon just trying to stall for point, but can't get it. Gets picked off by Kiriko, an insane shot by Wed.
Trades are going back and forth, so it isn't a clean fight for either team, but it will be Warner who takes the first objective and starts to accrue some percentage early here. Yeah, our RIT lost their Kiriko at the beginning of that last fight, and it's what led to it becoming so scrappy, but nevertheless, they were able to put down some damage onto Warner. Now TPing into the backline, trying to find a target to go onto. It seems as though they've been split a little bit, but Minky finds the Cassidy. Frost there falls, so it will be the hit scans traded.
Great picks overall by RIT, really taking the backline here, even as Ramatra.
Yeah,
Minky trying to get in. Tank 1v1 happening over here. Warner University's Kiriko isn't able to cleanse yet.
Yeah, and just so many trades going back and forth. As soon as one team loses a player, then the other one trades it out. The wall comes down. Kitsune rush from Warner to match it. Beat comes out, but it's an Ajax onto the Lucio from RIT. And so what could have been a turning point in the fight is now looking like... But Adbon will find 2 crucial kills. And now RIT trying to find their way back onto this objective, but again, it's been Warner in control this entire time.
Yeah, Minky, really low health here, is trying to stall for point as well as back up for his healers to heal him, just enough to stall. Bromacho coming out, beat from Warner.
Yeah, Annihilation countered by the beat, and now Lucio from RIT falling dangerously low. Cassidy will be traded by Adbon, but it's only Adbon on the point, and there's only so much one Symmetra can do. Now, RIT is going to have to scramble for a touch onto this objective if they want to keep this point alive. Continue to rush onto the objective, but it's not enough. RIT doesn't touch the point, and they lose the first map.
Yeah, unfortunate loss by RIT there. It was looking really close in that first round, but unfortunately, Warner takes the first map.
Yeah, so it was actually very close, the first point, but unfortunately RIT was not able to replicate that in the second half of the game, and as you saw, there was a very back and forth game. Although Warner did control the objective for the entire time, there were many instances where RIT was getting trades and keeping it close, but they just didn't have enough energy or enough juice left in their tank to finish the job and win a crucial fight.
Yeah, there's really so many scrappy fights by both RT and Warner, but Warner was just able to come out on top of these fights and really take the tide of the battle for these objectives. You know, they were getting on point early, getting that percentage super early, and that's what I think would kind of boost them just to win Map 1.
Yeah, again, it was just very scrappy from both teams. So there is a universe where RIT can take a map and start to get back into the series. As long as RIT sort of cleans up their game, they stop getting traded. It seemed as though one team would get a pick and then the next would trade it right back. So if RIT can clean this up, I believe they do have a shot at taking a map and potentially making this series close.
Yeah, and looks like our second map's going to be Midtown on push or hybrid at least.
Yeah, so that would be RIT's pick since they lost the previous map. So they're going to take it to Midtown. Midtown very favored for the Symmetra. I believe that's what they're going to want to play. That's going to be their strength. And yeah, Midtown has a lot of tight angles, a lot of places where you can set up turrets on Sim and TP around. So it's going to be tough for Warner to break this defense, I feel.
Yeah, hopefully RIT can pick it up, make these scrappy fights turn into their favor with these Symmetra turrets and stuff. But also, Warner University doing a great job at, playing with their tank, even when they're being dived by the Diva on their backline. They're doing a great job in turning these fights and getting the picks to, turn the tides of battle in these super scrappy fights.
Yeah, it looked like Minky was not able to get the value that he needed from the dives. It's very hard to dive on Diva when you're alone. You're playing the Sim and the Ashe. No one can really go with you. Besides, if you TP somewhere, they definitely tried RT to TP into the back line and get on a target. But as soon as they TP'd, it felt like they got really split. They didn't know which target to go on. And so if they it might be some nerves. It might be some uh, sorry, there's some technical difficulties. Um, it might be some nerves, it might be some just poor coordination, but again, if RT can clean that up, I think they're in a good position to make this series more competitive.
Yeah, so looks like Midtown is going to be this map 2 pick. And looks like we're going to be loading in a second here.
Yeah, Midtown. Definitely RIT is going to be on the attack or the defense first, I forget.
Yeah, looks like RIT is going to be on the defense. Both
I
teams
actually
going
think they're
out
on the
for a
attack.
ram. No Symmetra here. Super interesting.
Yeah, actually, I think the things are flipped on the top. Yeah, there they go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so RT Orange going to be on attack first. Adbon hovering the Freya. Probably won't keep it. We'll probably go on to the Sim. And this is the comp that RT wants to play. I don't know if there are bans in this league. I think there are. Uh, apparently they banned Kiri and Sim. So the Big Chicken not able to play their signature Kiri, and RT Orange not able to play their signature Sim. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah. RIT coming out strong with this Genji here. Really, and with this Lucio doing up, trying to take in the back line while Mickey stalls.
Yeah, Adbon and Dusky going on the left side, trying to clear this angle, take some space. Adbon and the Genji will be putting out some chip damage onto this Hanzo and looking to go aggressive onto this Juno.
Looks like Mickey will be focusing on Wed here. Super low. Doesn't have enough charge in his form to take him.
Yeah, but meantime, Chan, the Ramattra from the other side, has found 2 kills, and so RT Orange's push is lacking, and their side angle, the flanker angle, got marked out pretty aggressively.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for this BAP to really keep the team alive, especially if Adbon chooses to dive in like that.
Yeah, Adbon did find a trade onto the Echo, but they're down. RIT's down their Genji, so it's going to be tough for them to aggress.
Mickey extending. Dusky also in with Minky.
Yeah, that was crucial there. RT Orange found a lonesome Hanzo on the point and were able to run them down. Chan does take down Minky, so RT down their tank, and it is going to give Warner a chance to re-aggress onto this point.
Yeah, RIT caps the first segment, but looks like Warner's quickly regrouping here. Chan trying to take back the objective just before RT can get the second, third. Frost trying to stall here, but it will be Adbon on the Tracer killing Finnet.
Yes, that's crucial as this Bob comes out from Frost. Hammer does find a big chicken, so RT is down their main source of healing, but as long as they can get onto this objective they will be able to capture it.
4 minutes to push this payload. Not a huge amount of time, but RT did take it.
Yeah, no, a pause it has been issued. Unsure as to why, but Frost was able to really win that point for RIT. That and Adbon finding a crucial pick onto the Echo there. But Adbon's Frost's Bob really made a lot of space, and although RIT was down there, Baptiste, they were able to find the objective.
Yeah, it was these really great picks by RIT's DPSs, especially Adbon, coming in that allowed them to take the point. But looks like we will be resuming here. Just a quick pause there.
Yeah, unsure as to what was going on here, but now Adbon taking an aggressive angle, going to be setting up forward. They are going to leave their ram on the point, so
Adbon looking to flank here again. Onto the supports, which are up top. Gets a great pick onto Juno. Recalls. Trying to single out this Hanzo with Dusky. Great pick. Chan is super low. Has to back up. Wants support down. Wed trying to do all they can, but unfortunately might fall.
yeah, now it looks like the DPS from Warner disconnected from the game, which caused the pause. So it might be a little bit of a ping issue here from Warner. They did look a little shaky there, more beatable than they did on the other map. So yeah,
Yeah, unfortunate pause by Warner. Hoping that they can get their player back online. But these RT picks, especially by Adbon, using these tracer kills, especially onto their main healer, Juno, to really change the tides of battle, even if Warner University is lagging here.
yeah, Adbon really doing a lot for their team, really stepping up here, getting a lot of the opening picks that are allowing RIT to aggress and take back space, and just on that side angle with Dusky in combination, just creating a lot of pressure that Warner, I'm not sure they know how to deal with right now. Especially since it appears one of their players is gone. Yeah.
Yeah, but Warner University will have 4 of their players' ults. So they may be able to change the tides of battle, especially moving closer to this first point.
Yeah, RIT only really coming up on their Ramantra and their flex support ult, their Baptiste ult. So if Warner University recognizes this and goes fast, they will be able to stabilize, which I think they desperately need to, especially right now because they are on the back foot. And now we are going to go back in. Dusky with 2 kills in the previous fight. Now
Yeah.
Flint, or I believe that's Flint, from taking from off the Echo onto the Genji.
Yeah, Miki trying to take the space here, using this space to stall, even if Warner pushed to use these ults. Chan choosing to take the top ground. Bob coming in from Frost.
This Brig is separated from their team. Adbon trying to capitalize on it. They do have a Hanzo in the backline, but Brig falling dangerously low. They do pop the rally in response. Annihilation out from both Ramantras. Ramantras both falling really low, but it's Minky who is traded here. Adbon dueling this Hanzo in the back will find the kill. Juno Orbital Ray comes out from Warner University. So
Adbon looking to pulse the Juno here. Can't really find it. Might be forced to back up, but gets traded.
Beat from RIT will find 3 players, but it is going to be the Ramantra just staying on this point, on this objective, denying RIT this space. And unfortunately, it looks like RIT Orange ran out of steam at the end there, invested a beat, which you probably want back if you're RIT Orange, but at the same time, Warner University used 4 ultimates to stabilize there.
Yeah, their Genji ult will be coming online since they DC'd. So RT might have to play careful around that, especially for the big chicken in the backlines.
Yes, RT, the only ult is Adbon's Pulse, throws it out, goes wide, but Adbon still secures a kill onto the Brig. And again, Adbon finding this opening pick, allowing his team to take the space.
Yeah, Adbon and Dusky really doing a great job at diving together, taking these backline picks. It's really what's turning the tides of battle here.
Yeah, now Frost with the late kill onto the Juno, that is going to again affect Warner's ability to stabilize here. This Ashe recently got buffed. the headshot range or damage fall off range has been reduced. So Ashe, very strong pick here, and Frost does enjoy playing a lot of Ashe. So Warner University does have this Genji ult. He's probably going to look for it. Genji up in the high ground is going to have to be marked, and Frost is the person to do it.
Yeah.
Bob comes out from RIT Orange.
Yeah, Adbon trying to stall here. Looking a little low, so Dusky has to move in with him. They kill Chan. A great pick onto the tank here. Being able to push this point will really turn the tides of battle for RIT.
Yeah, Warner not able to stabilize. They're down their tank. They are in their spawn, just trying to stabilize somehow. But, oh, a pulse goes wide. Was a little ambitious there from Adbon, but Warner now pops the Genji
Blade
ult.
coming in, but Adbon still in the back line. Flint will kill the big chicken and Minky as Warner looking like they're taking this point back. 2 kills by GNG or JA here. Great support, flex support kills.
Yeah, now Warner has staved off RIT's aggression, so they will have a chance to stabilize. Their ult bank is looking a lot better than it was. They do have their 4 ultimates back for this fight. Definitely do not want to use all 4 of them at once, though, like they had previously, which is what caused them to get in on such the back foot here. Now Adbon and Dusky on the aggressive side angle again, looking to take some space, and it is allowing Minky to push up here, but Flint does take down Adbon.
Wow. What a wild pick there. Minky trying to take space, push this payload even a bit further, but we'll have to back up as all his teammates are dead here.
Yeah, now RT Orange only has 50 seconds left to attack this objective. Is going to want to regroup, get 5 players back here before the end for one final fight. It is coming into final fight territory here.
Yeah, Frost does have Bob ult, and RT Orange, it looks like both universities will have all or 4 ults at least for both sides here. Minky really going in as he does have his ult too. Trying to push onto Hammer, but he will get Wu Yang ulted.
Now
No
everyone
coming
has
in.
pressed their Qs here. RIT is finding some trades here. Minky does take down the Sojourn.
Ooh, unfortunate nano onto Chan. Looks like Warner is going to be changing the tides of this battle here. Minky falls to Chan.
Yeah, and it appears as though Warner's ultimates were just a little stronger than RIT's. Maybe the way they use them, or just the discipline they had in how they use them. But they were able to stave off RT Orange's push. However, RIT did push it very far. They got to the 3rd objective. So as long as they are able to hold on for a little bit on each of these objectives, it is looking very winnable.
Yeah, that was a really clutch nano ult there coming in from Warner University's WED. Really enabling Chan to push into RIT Orange. Even though RIT Orange got some really early picks, especially onto the Sojourn there.
Yeah, definitely. RIT looking to capitalize on this momentum here. They were out of the series, it felt like, at the first map, but again, they were able to battle it back, and now RIT is in a favorable position to take this map, and if they do, they will have tied with the 3rd seed in this series so far, which is definitely a big mental boost. So I feel like a lot of this series hinges on whoever wins this map here. Whoever does will have a lot of momentum going into the next and potentially final match or map.
Yeah, Dusky on Zen here. Interesting pick to try to force this Zenyatta back with his orbs. Especially enabling the dive comp with his orbs too.
It's definitely a little bit of a strange look from RT Orange. Don't really see much of the Zen usually played at this high level, but Warner look on the Widowmaker, also a little ambitious. Widowmaker does not have a lot of sightlines on this map, and Frost gets the better of Flint there. So a good start from RIT.
Yeah, it looks like Widow will be shifting to this train side area, trying to get a pick on these squishies, but can't really find one. Minky doing a great job at forcing him out with these great long-range headshots.
Ooh, but Hammer finds a pick onto Frost there. So RIT is down a large source of their damage. Adbon forces the recall of Flint, but Minky is on the back foot here, getting pushed into the train station, and now it looks like Warner is going to try and collapse onto the stray Zenyatta and Ramantra in here.
Yeah, RT was forced out, really separated here, but Warner hasn't capitalized on it. Dusky, great kill onto Hammer, forcing down 1 DPS. Mickey looking to stall for point here. Comes out onto his form. Chan getting orbed here.
Yeah, Form Force won't have it, which is crucial, and now Dusky will fall into this corner here. And now just a battle onto the objective here, but both Ramantras going at it.
Looks like Chan was trying to push in a little bit there. Frost doing his best, swapped onto Widowmaker here.
Yeah, it is very scrappy here, but I believe it is Warner who gets the better of RIT, and Adbon is in the backline here. Ooh, nice pick on to Hammer from Frost. So now Frost mirroring the Widow, trying to get a little bit more presence there in this duel.
Yeah, unfortunately, Adbon will be staggering here, but RIT Orange looking pretty great in terms of ultimate economy. They will have Zen ult to stall, but Warner University will have most of their ults coming online as well.
Yeah, but Hammer finds a pick onto Dusky. Both of these Widows trying to get it's really a battle of whoever gets picks first.
Looks like Minky will be killing Flint, the dive DPS here.
Yeah, but Frost takes down Hammer as soon as Hammer used sights. I wonder if that will signal a swap from Hammer. Doesn't look like it right now.
Yeah, RIT Orange with most of their ults online. Warner really stuck at the back here.
Yeah, and RIT, as long as they can utilize these ultimates, very nice pick from Frost there. He's very good on this Widowmaker. Both of these Widows showing why they are at the top level here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Adbon coming out with his blade, looking to force out. Beep comes in, unable to deflect all of it. Looks like he's going to have to fall back.
Yeah, a little bit strange there. It seems like RIT was not ready for that. And so Adbon was forced out, and although he got out a bit of a strange transcendence there from Dusky. Probably going to mean that they are going to swap after this. But yeah, although RIT popped the blade, they weren't able to follow up. It seemed like they weren't ready, and now, as a result, RIT is going to be forced back.
Yeah, no swap from these Widowmakers here. An interesting strategy. Adbon switching on to Tracer, no recall though. It will be staggering.
Yeah, and now Dusky onto the Lucio, but will also fall. And so RIT, it has staggered themselves a little bit here. So now they have to fight for this last touch onto the objective. Adbon marking this Tracer, will force the recall, is going to try and kill them, but it's actually Flint that finds a pulse bomb onto the Dusky. And so Warner now into the third objective. It is looking a little dire for RIT right now.
Yeah, unfortunately 3 minutes push point is a ton of time for Warner University. So RIT Orange will be looking to stall. Both teams do have their Ram ult, but it looks like Warner University will have time on their side here.
Now it's Dusky onto the Wu Yang. So a little bit of probably a bit of panic here from Dusky, not knowing what to play. They were on the Lucio, they were on the Zen, now they're on the Wu Yang. But Minky trying to find a presence onto this point. Adbon trades the Lucio, but Flint finds 2 in return.
Flint with a 2 kill and great picks, enabling Warner to really keep pushing this point.
Yeah, RIT just really needs to regroup, really has to help their tank here. Minky will pop the Annihilation just to stay alive a little bit longer, but unfortunately, they are going to be forced back, and they do not have many cooldowns to help them live.
Yeah, it's really these great picks in the sidelines that Flint's doing, and a pulse bomb onto Adbon, even as she switches onto, and these Widowmaker kills are especially good, especially coming from Warner University. But looks like RIT won't be able to take back the point here.
Yeah, and it just looked like RIT got very flustered at the end there, perhaps overheating a little bit. And as a result, RIT was not able to hold the objective, and they are down 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, it was looking really good for that round one there, as RIT was pushing the point actually decently well, but Warner was just able to keep the pressure up onto RIT in the second round, and with these picks that Frost has been, or sorry, Hammer has been doing, and Flint in the sidelines, just been really great for Warner University as a whole.
Yeah, for sure. RIT on the back foot now. But the good news is that their sim will no longer be able to be banned, so they are going to be able to be playing around that composition that they so often love to play around. It looked like RIT Orange there at the end again got a little didn't know exactly how to respond to what Warner was doing, so it just felt like if they go onto a composition they know how to play and know how to defend against and on, it will help them out in the series.
Yeah, I mean, looks like RIT will be getting this map pick and ban, as they did lose. So hopefully they can play, a map where their sim will be, accented or highlighted.
Yeah, they're going to New Junk City is the map they picked, and they banned the Reaper. So this signals to me that they definitely want to play Sim. Sim is really good in New Junk City, just because basically all of the points you have to push into a little room, a little corridor, a little choke in order to get onto the objective. And Sim is very good at marking that entrance and getting a lot of damage onto the enemy team while they're doing that.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what RIT Sim has in store here. I'm also interested to see what the Big Chicken and Dusky will be playing. I'm fairly certain Dusky will be playing Lucio. However, the Big Chicken's flex support or primary support might be what turns the tide for RIT.
Yeah, and again, the momentum right now is definitely in the hands of Warner University. They were able to battle back from losing 3 objectives or 2.5 objectives, and it really felt like although they were down in the map at first, they were able to restabilize and find their composure. And I think that's something RIT needs to definitely take a lesson from. They have to sort of cool down and just focus on the type of composition, the way they want to be playing, the type of composition they want to be playing, and really set the terms for this series if they want to take a map at the very least.
Yeah, this macro gameplay is really what's affecting RIT's momentum here. These comps haven't been the most synergetic, as I would say. I would also say that RIT needs to, play or at least get these early picks that Warner has been starting out with in turn.
Yeah, it definitely felt like the compositions that RT was playing in that second map were very solo centered. It felt like if Adbon or Frost didn't find an opening pick, then RIT would definitely have to be on the back foot and suffer a little bit. They were definitely trying to rely on their DPS duo more often.
Yeah, yeah. I'm interested to see how Warner University counters this sim also. Probably another Ram comp, I'm assuming. But looks like we will be getting to the map.
Yeah, and Warner University did ban Lucio here on this second map, so Reaper and Lucio will be out of the pool. So RIT, I'm not sure how that affects RIT's comp. I think it definitely means that they can't go as fast, they can't rotate as fast, but they also can play a Juno, maybe a Brig, although I have heard that they are not exactly that comfortable on that composition. So we'll have to see what RIT opts to do without their Lucio.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be a Ram comp for both teams here. Adbon swapping onto another
Venture.
Yeah, another pause here coming in.
Yeah, it seems Warner has a little bit of connectivity issues. Either that or something else happened. But yeah, RIT, at the moment they were hovering a bit of a strange composition. Not sure if Adbon will stick onto the Venture or if they will go the Sim as we've been predicting. I definitely think they should try the Sim at least for a little.
Yeah. The Sim is really what highlights RIT Orange Comp, is what I would say. But also Dusky on the Moira here is an interesting pick, especially seeing as his Lucio dive with some of RIT's duelists have been the opening picks that allow RIT to get onto point.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they will stick the Moira. I definitely think it might just be a spawn thing. But Warner University looks like they were hovering the Brig and the Juno, a backline composition that RT is definitely not very comfortable on. And it looked like Warner were going May, Cassidy, and Ramontra. So definitely Warner wants to play more brawly. And we are going back into the game here. So we'll get to see how this map plays out. Yeah, our Warner definitely looks like they're going to be playing more brawl. RIT Orange, we'll see what they end up sticking with. Dusky on the Brig, the Big Chicken on the Juno. So they are going to be playing this composition. I've heard they've struggled with this in scrims, but if any time's the time for this to work, it will be now. So and Adbon is sticking on the Venture.
Yeah. Both teams really playing into this Ram Juno Brig comp.
Yeah, the Ram Juno Brig comp is definitely favored for brawly compositions. Adbon going in with their dig and their drill dash, but it's Hammer who finds the Big Chicken, the Juno, for the side of RIT. And now without their Juno, it's definitely going to be tough for RIT, and we see them just kind of fall apart here. They lack sustainability here, and so it's going to be a first flip from Warner here.
Yeah, unfortunately RIT is forced back as Warner take this point. This Juno comp isn't really what suits them, as I would say, or what they're used to. I'm interested to see if RIT swapped to Symmetra here to force into more dive comp, even playing Diva. But looks like RIT will be just kind of playing back here. Frost falling too initially for Flint. These great early picks by Warner here.
Yeah, RIT Orange is taking a lot of poke damage on the walk up here. This is something we talked about from the Sim composition, is really good at taking, making the enemy take a lot of damage on the walk up, but it's Warner who's actually taking a lot off RIT, and unfortunately it means RIT is not able to get back set up and get onto the objective. Adbon swapping onto the Junkrat now. Definitely a sign that they are... RIT is feeling fatigued here.
Yeah, don't see a lot of Junkrat compositions, as I would say.
Yeah, this is more of a like a final little bit of fun here, it feels, from RIT. They seem to have accepted that they are not going to be winning.
Yeah, as Warner will be getting most of her ults here, almost getting Blade too as well. Frost just trying to get these early picks, but unfortunately with the Junkrat comp here, RT will be just trying to spam a bit here.
Yeah, the Junkrat is not the worst actually, but it is the Big Chicken falling first again. Minky pops the Annihilation. Dusky finds a kill onto the Brig, the opposing Brig, but RT definitely on the back foot again here.
Yeah, Warner University really taking the initiative onto the second point. It's going to be a best of 3 in this best of 3 rounds in this map, and if Warner get it, they will be qualifying for LAN. So cheers to them if they get it. Warner University with 3 ults, RIT with 1, almost getting June ult. So maybe they're able to turn this point.
Yeah, Warner has the Juno themselves. They probably want to go first with it, but it's Frost who finds the Sojourn at the beginning of this fight.
Ooh, great kills onto the tank, honestly, from RIT. Frost getting forced out on the back line.
Yeah, that's actually quite big from RIT. The Warner uses their Juno Ray, their orbital ray, in a losing fight. And now it's just the Genji stuck on point. But it's actually the Genji that finds...
Great deflect by Genji. Killing Adbon and the big chicken.
And so Warner have somehow found their way back onto this objective.
Wow.
And off the back of a huge play from Flint, Warner is only going to give up a few percent points.
Yeah. Crazy kills by Flint from Warner. Just forcing off these picks and even on a predicted deflect onto this Junkrat. Some crazy plays by Warner.
Yeah, and so RIT going to struggle to touch this objective, and now it's do or die here for RIT. It's the final point, but RIT, their only ultimates are going to be the DPS and the orbital ray. So we'll see if they can get anything done with it, but an early bob from Frost here.
Wow, looks like both teams will be fighting for this. Warner's trying to back off and play for point, but they will be separated from their tank. Frost trying to get this pick, but looks like RT will be shifting towards point. Chan is separated from the team, so he's trying to play back a bit, at least just to wait for his healers.
Unfortunately, it looked like Frost recognized that Warner was split off from their team, but unfortunately the rest of the team did not go with them, and so RIT is split themselves. However, Minky and Adbon both find crucial kills here, so they have won a fight.
Ooh, some great kills by Adbon, getting a 3K here, making this Junkrat fun comp worth the while. And he will have tire, so let's see how he uses it, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. RIT in control of this objective. We'll see if they are able to keep it. Tyre comes out from Adbon, looking for a single kill here. Will find the Brig, so that's more time off the clock from Warner. They definitely should not push up without their Brig.
Yeah, some major ults coming in for Warner here. RT Orange just trying to play with their Ram and Juno ult.
Yeah, their Juno ult, they have yet to use it, but Frost actually finds a pick onto Flint, so again, Warner is just staggering themselves, and it looks like RIT Orange might be able to get this objective.
Wow, great kill by Adbon, especially onto their backline.
Yeah,
looks like it's going to be overtime onto this last round here. RT Orange will be taking it, though.
Yeah, it was just Chan there to touch, and Warner University, it appears as though they got a little ambitious there. They kept getting picked one after another, and so they couldn't ever get a full push there. So they will give up this point, and it's Adbon who finds another pick onto Hammer.
Wow, looking pretty hopeful here. I don't want to say too much for RIT Orange, but these Junkrat picks have been insane, especially from Adbon.
However, Warner will have 4 ultimates going into this fight, and they will be able to get onto the point before the point unlocks, as though because the point has yet to unlock. So they will be trying to get onto this objective very fast.
Juno ult coming in for both teams as Bob comes in. Chan's going to fall, though. Great kills by RIT. Bob will be killing Flint. Sojourn just trying to make the most of it, but can't.
Yeah, so I believe that's an orbital ray and a Bob for RIT in exchange for Warner's orbital ray. Now, Warner University definitely has to get focus up here. They seem to have taken their foot off the gas here, and it's let RIT Orange into this fight, into this map.
Yeah, Flint looking to get in position for this blade. It's going to be catastrophic if he gets it off onto RIT. Frost killing Warner's Juno.
Yeah, Frost again here.
Ooh.
Hammer will get a 2K on this Sojourn.
Unfortunate. Onto RIT. Minky just trying to stall here. Gets 2 kills. Adbon killing Wed in the process.
Hammer,
No supports for Warner here.
Hammer killing 3, but at the same time, RIT was able to trade out, and now Warner has like 1 fight to touch this point.
Yeah. Chan trying to stall for point here. Only 1 support backing him up, but he's doing a great deal of damage. Flint still hasn't used his blade here as Warner take back the point.
Yeah, but it is 1 fight territory for RT Orange. They only have to win 1 more fight, and they will get this objective. Tyra comes out from Adbon, looking at Flint, and will find it with the assist of Frost. So now RT forcing their way back onto this objective. A lot of damage coming out onto the side of the Ram. They do have no cooldowns, but it doesn't look like their RT is forcing them. The Sojourn will slide away with their life, and now RT looks like their target focus was a little rough there.
Flint coming in with a blade just to survive here. Deflects the bomb.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and Hammer
Warner
with a 3K.
University.
Yeah, it looked like RT Orange was favored in that fight. If they just turned and looked at the same target there, they would have won, but it seemed like they again got a little split. And now Warner definitely trying to shut down this comeback, but RT Orange does have a Bob and an Orbital Ray coming up, and that is the Kiriko from Warner going down early. That's crucial. It's a 4v5 onto this objective, but Hammer trades it out onto the Big Chicken. That's crucial as they were coming up on the Juno ultimate. The Frost is the last chance here at a touch here, but it looks like Warner will be able to clean up this fight, and it is RT Orange that is going to be going home today.
Yeah. Looks like Warner University will be going to PCL LAN, taking the match 3-0.
Yeah, definitely. There were some moments of bright spots there for RIT. They had moments throughout the series where they were able to take it to Warner University here, really. But ultimately, Warner, it felt like they had the ultimate control over the series. And although RIT did their best to stay in it and make it competitive, it was unfortunately in vain.
Yeah, an unfortunate season end here for RIT. It was looking really hopeful, especially in the second half of this last map with this Junkrat swap, and even Frost getting these huge long-range damage kills. But looks like RT will be going home. No land for them today.
Yeah, but congratulations to Warner. They played well. Definitely were in control of the series throughout it. But RIT should be proud of their series, their semester. They definitely looked a lot better than they did at the beginning. They definitely improved. Everyone improved. Everyone got a lot better throughout the series. So, yeah, RT Orange made playoffs. And they took it to the 3rd seed. So,
yeah, an unfortunate loss by RIT today, but both teams played really well in my opinion. It was unfortunate we didn't get to see a sim comp in this last map. But overall, a great game by both teams. Yeah.
Yeah. So I believe with that, the series and the season will come to a close. And yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks to everybody for watching the stream, and stay tuned for RT Esports' 24-hour stream coming this Friday.
Yeah.
It will be super interesting and exciting. Or Saturday and Sunday, not Friday. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, the weekend. Definitely gonna have a lot of fun events there, and yeah.
Yeah, I believe RT's Overwatch and Marvel Rivals team will be playing in what is it? Paladins. Yeah, I love that game honestly. So it'll be super interesting to see these teams play in a field where they're not really used to. But overall, great job by both teams today. Congrats to Warner University for qualifying for LAN, and overall, thank you viewers for watching the stream.
Yep. And with that, I believe that is that's the end.
All right. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks so much for watching.